Hey, back on the Drama CD channel. This time, we'll delve deeper into the lives of two big names who always make the entertainment world tremble with just a smile or a small gesture. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan finally lift the thin veil that has been covering their daily lives. Not as superstars on stage, but as ordinary people waking up in the morning, facing fatigue, and seeking peace amidst a schedule that barely allows them space to breathe. Wang Yibo's mornings begin with silence. The alarm doesn't sound like a resentment, but rather a reminder that a new day awaits. He's not the type to jump out of bed immediately. He spends a few minutes simply lying there, staring at the ceiling, catching his breath, and letting his mind slowly awaken. For him, this moment is the most honest time before the outside world demands action. Xiao Zhan, on the other hand, prefers warmer mornings. He wakes up with sunlight streaming through the window, slowly opening the curtains, and letting the morning light touch his face. Xiao Zhan admits that morning is the best time to feel grateful. A cup of warm water becomes a mandatory ritual, as if signaling to his body and mind that today should be lived mindfully. A small habit of Wang Yibo that fans rarely know about is his way of maintaining calm before a busy schedule begins. He often plays slow music, sometimes without lyrics, just the beat. The music isn't just for entertainment, but as an emotional anchor. Amidst his rapid rise to fame, Wang Yibo chooses silence as a way to make peace with himself. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan has a simple yet meaningful habit. He often writes short notes, not for the public, but for himself. A few lines about his feelings that day, a small hope, or simply a word of encouragement. This habit keeps him connected to his innermost self, something that often gets lost when the camera spotlight is too bright. Afternoons are usually the busiest time for both of them. Wang Yibo moves from one schedule to another with almost unwavering discipline. But in between, he always makes time to move. Whether it's a short workout or just stretching. For him, his body is an asset, but also a home that must be kept strong. Xiao Zhan lives his afternoons with a more emotional rhythm. He pays close attention to his mood. If he feels mentally exhausted, he doesn't hesitate to ask for a moment to calm down. Reading scripts while listening to nature sounds on his phone is his favorite way to stay focused without feeling stressed. Hobbies become an escape that makes them even more endearing to fans. Wang Yibo remains loyal to the world of motorcycles and physical challenges. It's not just about the adrenaline rush, but the feeling of freedom when riding without worrying about anyone's expectations. On a motorcycle, he's not an idol, not an actor, just himself. Xiao Zhan finds solace in softer things. Drawing, tidying his room, or simply cooking a simple meal. These activities give him a sense of control in a life often dictated by other people's schedules. There's a certain satisfaction in creating something with his own hands. The afternoon is often a time for reflection. Wang Yibo usually sits alone, reviewing what he's experienced that day. He's not too hard on himself, but honest enough to admit his shortcomings. For him, growth means daring to see imperfections. Xiao Zhan prefers to communicate with those closest to him in the afternoon. A text message or a quick call serves as a reminder that outside the entertainment world, genuine and warm relationships still exist. This emotional support is what keeps his feet firmly on the ground. Nighttime comes with unconcealable fatigue. Wang Yibo prefers quiet nights, dim lights, and minimal activity. He believes that sleep is the highest form of respect for the body. Before falling asleep, he often takes a deep breath, releasing the burdens of the day. Xiao Zhan ends the night with a calming ritual. Reading a few pages of a book or listening to soft music provides a bridge to rest. He believes that quality sleep significantly impacts mental health, something he takes seriously amidst public pressure. Both of them realize that maintaining their mental health isn't a choice, but a necessity. They learn to say enough, to accept that not every day has to be perfect. Behind the smiles on screen, there's a quiet struggle rarely seen. This simple confession surprised fans. Not because of the glamour or the big secret, but because of their honesty as human beings. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan showed that serenity doesn't come from the spotlight, but from self-acceptance. This daily story is heartwarming because it's so real. They're not selling perfection, but rather a journey. Every small routine is an effort to stay sane, stay motivated, and keep loving what they do. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's story doesn't stop at seemingly simple daily routines. There are deeper layers of emotion, slowly revealed when they talk about loneliness. Amidst the bustling crew, cheering fans, and busy schedules, loneliness sometimes comes uninvited. Not because there's a lack of people around, but because there's rarely time to truly be heard as oneself. Wang Yibo admitted that there are days when he chooses to remain silent not because he doesn't want to share, but because he doesn't know where to begin. The pressure to always appear strong taught him to process his emotions internally. He found strength in calm, understanding that not all feelings need to be expressed. They can simply be accepted and released slowly. Xiao Zhan, on the other hand, is more open about his emotions. He believes that admitting fatigue is not a sign of weakness. Difficult times have shaped him into a more empathetic person, both towards himself and others. From those experiences, he learned that persevering doesn't mean bearing everything alone. Their relationship with fans is also a unique source of energy. Wang Yibo sees fan support as a silent encouragement that is always present. He may not always express it in words, but he cherishes each moment of support as a reminder that his journey has not been in vain. For Xiao Zhan, fans are a mirror of warmth. He is often moved by messages filled with honesty and hope. From there, he feels a responsibility to continue being the best version of himself, not to meet expectations, but to appreciate the trust placed in them. All of these stories make fans increasingly understand that the lives of idols aren't always glamorous. There are difficult choices, sacrifices, and quiet struggles rarely seen on camera. It is precisely there that their humanity is most powerful. And in the end, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan not only share their daily lives, but also how they survive as human beings in the spotlight. A simple, warm, and honest confession, making anyone who hears it feel closer, as if they were hearing from an old friend. And perhaps that's where their greatest charm lies. Not just their talent or their looks, but their courage to remain true to themselves in a world that constantly demands more. Hi is back on the Drama CD channel, bringing a story that's not just gossip, but a portrait of life that reminds us that behind the big names, there's a heart that also needs rest, understanding, and warmth. If this story makes you feel closer to them, perhaps it's because, without realizing it, we're seeing a reflection of ourselves. Routine, fatigue, hope, and the simple desire to live each day more peacefully.